doing interviews. You'll find her with celebrities and all the latest news. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere, she's always on the go. So sit back, relax, and get ready. This is the Corey Taylor Talks Show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Corey Taylor Talks, live from Las Vegas. I'm Corey Taylor, and I am very excited about my guest today. We have a very talented and young, amazing magician. We have Zach with us today.
Hello.
He is a local, and I'm just so excited to talk to him and learn more about him and how he got involved with doing magic, because I got to be honest, when I was a little kid, I always wanted to be a magician, and then I learned how hard it was to actually do, and I was like, okay, never mind. But I think it's amazing that you're doing it, and I mean, you've already performed at the Magic Castle, which is insane, and such a big feat for magicians that performed for years and years and years never get to do. So, I mean, that is amazing that you already accomplished that, and you're so young, and your career is just going to take off. So I'm excited to have you. So hi, Zach. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for having me here.
And like I said, we are so excited to have you. I think you're so talented, and you have such a bright future ahead of you. And so, what made you actually get into magic in the first place?
So I was young, 3 maybe, and
oh my gosh,
yeah, and my father did a simple trick. He had a little ball, and he made it disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And then he made it reappear after. Obviously, just went down his sleeve and then came back up. But I was super gullible as a 3-year-old, like all are. And I was like, what the heck? How did he do it? And so I was fooled from it. And then a few months later, my older sister figured it out. And she taught it to me. And then I'm like, okay, this is awesome. I need to start getting into it. And so it's been, oh, here's a magic set for your birthday. And oh, here's one for Hanukkah, and all these different things. Books, DVDs, videos, sets that have all brought me to this point. And it never really became a serious hobby until I was around 10 or 11, because I never really took it seriously. It was all kid tricks and stuff like that. But then I started realizing that, I should probably get more serious into this. And so then when I heard about the Magic Castle, I'm like, okay, now it's like we need to really get this going. And so that's kind of how it all started.
No, that's amazing. And, I talked about this before in my show, but when I was in elementary school, I think I was like 7, I did this tape with, his name was Will Roy, and it was called Magic Tricks Are for Kids. And I was horrible at it back then. And I was like, okay, this is like a wake up call that I definitely can't do this. But it's so difficult to do magic, and there's so much technique into it. And so for you to be so successful at such a young age is just amazing and kind of really unheard of. So you said you performed at the Magic Castle, correct?
I did.
So how did that come about? Because that is, like I said, huge feat.
Yeah, so I've heard about the Magic Castle before, but I never really knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this woman in our community who one of her relatives is a member there.
Oh, okay.
And so for my bar mitzvah, she got me an invite to the Magic Castle.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, it's very awesome there.
Yeah.
Me and my father end up going, and we see kids, like teenagers, performing there. And we're like, how in the world is this happening?
Yeah.
And so we're talking with them, and they kind of tell us, oh, there's this program. It's called the junior program. And you basically get mentored, and you get lectures, and you perform here. I'm like, perform? I'm like, whoa, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, they have auditions to join. I'm like, okay. And I looked at my father like, is this for real? And he's like, I guess it is. And so we were speaking, and we looked into it, and I'm like, Hollywood, there's no way I'm doing that. I live 400 miles away. Right. Absolutely not. And it turns out they allow people from out of town and to even be a member. And so I'm like, maybe this is something I'll do. And so we looked into it, and eventually I practiced this one trick over and over and over again until I finally got it right. Turns out I was being mentored by the guy who got me that invite.
Oh, wow.
So he helped me get to that point. And then he's like, no, take it out. Take out the trick. I'm like, oh, okay. And we end up working on a new trick that was much better. And thank God that I had him, because otherwise I would not have gotten in. And so in April of last year, I auditioned, and I got in on my first try.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then ever since then, They have monthly meetings that there's a lecture and different perks that help you reach your full potential, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they also hold brunch auditions, which is basically you make a show 20 minutes long and you perform it to everyone there, the juniors, some of the adults, who are all very great magicians. So it's super scary.
Yeah.
And so
I'm sure.
it is. And then once you perform, they'll tell you, hey, you got your own show at the Magic Castle, or I'm sorry, you'll get them next time. And they'll give you critiques to kind of help you with that. And so I auditioned and they're like, you're ready. And that was just in December, actually. December was my first show.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You should be so proud of yourself. And it sounded like a lot of work to do it and get in, but so you should be so extremely proud
Thank
of
you.
yourself. And like I said, there's magicians that do it for years and they can't get in. So for you to be able to do that is incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
And speaking of all the magic tricks, are you able to do one right now?
I can.
Okay,
Yeah. So keep note about this prediction right here.
cool. Okay.
It's a little piece of paper, but you'll understand that later.
Okay.
So here I have a mixed up deck of cards.
Yes.
And I'm going to cut this deck roughly into half. So somewhere in the middle here, I think that's fair.
Okay.
And I would like you to take one, any one of these piles.
The pile? Okay.
Yeah, one of the
All
piles.
right, cool.
And go ahead and shuffle it up as much as
Okay.
you'd like.
Very bad at shuffling.
It's okay. It's
I don't
okay.
gamble. That's
Yeah, anyway, and when you're ready, you can just put it down.
Okay.
And I don't think that's really something. Shuffling two piles is okay, but to take this a step further, we're gonna really shuffle this up.
Okay.
So I want you to take as many cards as you want off of the top.
Okay.
Yep. And go ahead and flip it over.
Okay.
And to make this even more crazy, we're gonna swap those two piles.
Okay.
And watch what I do. I'll go first. We have some face up and some face down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just shuffle them together like that. And if you want to do the same thing with that face up and that face down, to really mess
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
No, it's good.
Okay. Go.
No, you're completely fine.
Thank you.
And do you want to do that again where we flip it over and shuffle, or do you want to just stop here?
We'll do it one more time.
One more time, so
Yeah.
again, so
Okay.
take off some cards from the top.
Okay.
Flip it over.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the one that you get perfect.
All right.
And watch what I do. We're just gonna jumble them together like that.
All right.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. Cool.
And
Got it.
now you want to stop there?
Yes. We'll
Perfect.
stop there.
Can I have your pile?
Yes, absolutely.
And now we're gonna take both of the piles here, and we're gonna shuffle them together.
Okay.
So now what we have is we really have a mixed up deck. Some
Yes.
face up and some face down.
Very.
Now again, there's a prediction here that's been here the entire time.
Correct.
Can you just grab that and read what it says on the paper?
Okay. 25 of the cards are face down.
25 of the cards are face down. So I'm going to go through and I want you to count with me.
Hit 3, 4.
The face down ones.
Oh, face down.
Yeah. Out loud though. So that's 1. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
5. Wow.
That's 25 face down. But to take this a step
and
further,
especially with my shuffling, that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and to take this a step further, can you open another flap of that envelope and
Okay.
read what it says?
10 of the cards are black.
10 of the cards are black. So out of the 25 face down, count with me how many black
Okay.
there are.
1,
2,
2,
3, 4, 5,
5,
6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10.
10.
That's
Wow.
10 black. And finally, do you mind opening that up one last time and reading what
Okay.
that says?
All of the cards are clubs.
All of the cards are clubs. We have the 6 of clubs, the 5 of clubs, all the
Oh
way
my
through.
goodness.
All clubs just like that. The 8 of clubs, 7 of clubs, king of clubs, jack of clubs, aces, spades.
Wow.
Okay, well that's 9 out of 10, hey?
That is
That's
amazing.
9 out of 10 with the except for the ace of spades, right?
That's okay.
But you know what? 9 out of 10. Hey, that's a 90, right?
Yes.
If only my math score was that high. But you know what? That's okay. We can fix this. You had that. Can you actually open up that envelope one more time or
Yes.
what's inside that paper?
Oh.
And can you read what it says on that paper for
There's
me?
something else in here. Except for the Ace of Spades.
Except for the Ace of Spades. Thank
That
you so
is
much.
amazing.
Even with your shuffles, it's still
Even with my horrible shuffle.
Yes, but it was
That
good.
is
It was good.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my goodness. That is really, really impressive.
It is. Thank you.
And so, very incredible. What's your favorite type of magic trick to do?
Oh, you're saying in general?
Yeah, like is it cards or like
yeah.
what?
So yeah, it has to be cards. That's the majority of tricks I know.
Yeah.
And it is my favorite type of magic, and I think it's what I do best. So
Yeah.
that's like an example of it. So.
Yeah, I always think like up close magic and stuff, and cards is really so impressive. Because you see like on the stages and stuff, like it's all distractions and stuff, but up close is really where it's a lot of technique and very difficult to do.
It is, and it does take a lot of practice, and that's what I mainly like to do in the Magic Castle. Is they have different types of rooms where you perform, and the rooms that I perform are the close-up rooms, because that's when everyone's kind of like stacked seating and really looking at your hands and everything, which kind of like makes it like, I was looking at his hand. Which I like the best, to really make it seem like there's no way that he just did that. Right. Which helps the illusion sell better. So.
No, absolutely. And no, I really think you're so amazing. And so you do all different types of performances and stuff. What type of like places do you perform? Obviously the Magic Castle, but I know you do like birthday party, you do all different kinds of things, correct?
Yeah, so I go to different events and parties, like you said, birthday parties, and as well I also go to the different police stations around town and go perform to the cops to kind of give back to the community.
Yeah.
And I would love to start performing at hospitals for kids and kind of make sure they're not all bored and gloomy in the hospital bed, but cheer them up a little bit.
No, I think that would be so amazing. We always love to give back and stuff, and it's hard to do, but with your magic, that would bring so much joy, and especially with kids. And if you had younger kids and stuff, they'd look up to you, and they could even get into magic because of it. So.
I've had some kids who I've performed to, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing!" And then they immediately went to their parents to like, "How do I do that?"
Yeah.
Like, I want to become a magician now, and it always makes me so happy to see kids and other people because all I really like with magic is having people happy.
Yes.
Which is when I go and perform, I make sure that, that guy looks like he's a little disappointed. Well, let's go show him a magic trick and cheer him up, which really makes me happy when I make other people happy, which is exactly what I like doing. And that's one of the main reasons I do magic, is to make other people happy.
Do you have a favorite magician that like you look up to? Or?
I have a few. I definitely have a few, because it really depends on the type of magic they do. Like there's, Shin Lim, he kind of does mainly card magic, or take Penn and Teller, who do more stage magic, like very big tricks. So it really varies. So like there's an old magician named Mark Wilson. He did a variety of tricks, and he was really good. And I have a whole bunch of books and tricks that were made by him. And I really look up to him because he was just so good with his stage presence and everything. One of the greatest magicians known to man.
Really? Oh, interesting. No, and it's kind of cool because Vegas is like the magic capital of the world, and we're so lucky here. We have so many different types of magicians, and obviously we have like the huge ones, like David Blaine, David Copperfield, everyone. But there's also so many little clubs and stuff that have magicians. So we're really lucky here to have all the different varieties, and hopefully as you get older and stuff, you can start performing at those places. But you're already performing at amazing events and stuff, and hopefully we'll continue to do that as well.
Yeah, I really hope eventually I get my own live show. Like,
is that your ultimate goal with
that? That is, like some of the big magicians. Yeah, and hopefully in Vegas, where
that'd be perfect. You won't have to go very far. Yes. No, I think it's so cool you have mentors and stuff. And, a lot of magicians, it's such a small community and everyone kind of knows everybody. And I think that's so cool that they're welcoming to the new generation because you guys are the future. And we need new, fresh talent. And I think you're so incredible. And can we do another trick too?
Yeah, no problem. This one actually does not involve cards. It's going to involve a calculator here.
Okay.
If you can see that.
Yes.
So we're going to create a big number here. It doesn't matter how you do it, whether it's adding and multiplying or subtracting or dividing, etc. So I'm going to hand you my phone, and if you would like to start putting in numbers, That's completely fine. And whether, again, adding, multiplying, dividing, it doesn't matter. So I'll show you an example here. For example,
I'm gonna put my glasses on.
987, and then like multiply by 54. That's an example.
Right.
And then maybe add a different number, right? And it all varies. And then maybe multiply another one. So I'll hand the phone over to you.
Okay.
I just hit multiply. So now go ahead and put in any number.
Okay.
And then if you'd like, you can add another number and then multiply another number and then maybe throw in a divide or a subtraction. But really try and create a big number here.
Okay. Gotcha.
And whenever you feel like it, you can go ahead and hit equals.
Okay.
That's good?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to take a look at this. So we have 13,125,324. Right? And I really want to make sure this is a completely free choice. You could have put in any numbers.
Oh, absolutely. I don't even know what to put in.
But any numbers is completely free.
Yes.
Yep. Does this number mean anything to you? Whether it's a social security number, password,
Thankfully not.
phone number, nothing?
No, nothing.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. You sure? Nothing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I think I know. I think I can figure something out from here. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Here's what I see. Today is January 31st, 2025, and the time is exactly 3:24.
That is crazy. Oh my gosh.
And that is, yeah.
That is crazy.
You put in the numbers.
I'm like really smart.
That's all you.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that is really, really, really impressive.
Yes.
And so, obviously, you said you had your favorite magicians, and I'm sure you've been lucky enough to see a lot of them live. What was like your favorite magician you've seen live? Do you think?
That's hard because each magician
Everyone's so different.
is so different.
Yeah.
For example, my comedy in my show and anything, my sarcasm is all inspired from Piff the Magic Dragon. He's one of my favorites.
Okay, yeah,
yes.
he's great, yeah.
Whereas the like very friendly and welcoming part of it is all like Matt Franco and David Copperfield. And all these very great magicians. And so, yeah, again, it all varies based on the magician because everyone is different. Like I'm no different, or I am different than another world famous magician because everyone has their own tricks and own style, own personality. So it's all different. So, yeah.
Yeah, and so I think it's so cool too is you do have your own personality and because it's so cool. Some magicians are like completely silent and they don't say a word, and some people are mean, some people are not. You got everything, but I think it's great. You got a great personality. I know when I was your age, I was like petrified to talk to people. So I think it's so cool that you're doing this and you have your own vibe to it, and I think you bring a lot of uniqueness to it, and I think it's just gonna grow and grow. And like I said, the fact that you're performing at so many different places, and like I said, hopefully you can get you in hospitals and stuff soon too. And one day eventually we will get you a live show. I know, I can feel it already. You're already doing really good stuff. So can we do one more trick with that?
Well, yeah, no problem. Right. This one we're actually not going to use anything.
Oh, okay.
This one is with my favorite trick. It's the invisible deck trick.
Okay.
You see it, right?
Yes. Well, no.
No? Okay, that's good. Okay.
I see it.
you kind of see it, right?
Right.
But we have an invisible deck here, and I'm going to actually give it to you. Can you just go ahead and shuffle it up? This one you're actually good at shuffling.
I'm really good at it.
Yes, and when you're ready, I want you to just pull out a card.
Okay.
And I'll take the deck from you. And can you just look at the card for me?
Yes.
And you got it? Can you put it back?
I got it. Yes.
Perfect. I'm going to put it on the side here.
Okay.
But what you don't know is watch. It becomes reality.
That was really amazing.
Yeah. No. I'm kidding. You really wanted to see something. So I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
For the first time ever, what was the card that you picked?
A 3 of hearts.
The 3 of hearts.
Yeah.
Now, you could have picked any card in the world.
Yes.
But you chose the 3 of hearts.
Correct.
Okay. That's weird because you made a mistake when you were putting it in.
Oh my gosh.
She put it in face down. The only flipped card, right? You may not believe me, but as I go through, one card is face down. See that?
Yes.
Can you go ahead and pull up that card?
Oh my god. Oh wait,
It's-
there we go.
yeah.
Wait, there we go. Ah, there we go.
Nope.
Wait, is this what? Oh
It's
yeah,
the
there we are.
3 hearts.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, the only face down card.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where I got that from. So okay, you're like a mind reader too.
Yeah.
That really, really is impressive. And you know, unfortunately, I've seen a lot of amazing magicians, and I've seen some not so great magicians, but you really are extremely talented.
Thank you.
So, where can people like get in contact with you to hire you for events or get you out to different events?
Yeah, so they can contact me via my email or my website, which is zachriback.com.
Okay.
Or they can email me at zach@zachriback.com, either or. But yeah, it'd be amazing if I get to know any of you guys and get to perform for you.
Yeah, and how long are your shows typically? Like, so people know, do you do like 15-minute shows, hour shows? Like, how does that all work?
It varies based on what you want me to do. If you want me to
Okay.
do a close-up show, I can do a 20-minute one. If you want me to do what's called strolling, where I just walk around your event and
great.
go to me, hey,
Yeah.
you want to see a magic trick? No? Okay, how about you? You want to see one? That goes for as long as you want. But and then like a big show, again, it depends based on how long you want me to.
Right.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jack, for being on. Like I said, it was really an honor having you. I can't wait to see where your future takes
Thank
you.
you.
I think everyone needs to keep an eye out on you. And
Thank you.
and I hope people can help too, get you into hospitals and just continue to help you grow because you really, really deserve it.
Thank
and
you.
you're just very talented. So
Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so
thank you so
much.
much for having me here.
Thank you. And thank you guys for watching. Especially if you're in Vegas, please support him any way you can. Any events you have coming up, any connections you have, go and get him. I really, as you can see, he is very, very talented for any age, but especially at his age. And I think people will love him and he's so fun. So please go and support him in any way you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, never give up, always believe, and you'll achieve. Thank you. God bless.